My daughter's Olympic dreams were being held hostage by her creepy coach, so I lured him into a trap he'll never forget. When my daughter Ava walked through the door, shaking, with her Olympic track dreams in absolute pieces, I knew exactly who was responsible. It was Julian, the Golden Boy head coach. Ava had just performed the most perfect routine of her life at the state qualifiers, but Julian gave her a failing score, claiming she missed a mandatory rotation. It was total, absolute BS. I knew the truth. 3 weeks ago, Julian cornered me in the gym lobby. He told me I was stunning and that he could make sure Ava got the top spot, the full ride scholarship, if I just spent a private weekend with him at his beach house. I laughed in his face. I told him he was a creep and that he was absolutely disgusting. He just looked at me with this cold, dead smile and said, "Careful, Elena, mistakes happen on the mat." Then came the finals. Ava was flawless. The crowd was on their feet, but Julian tanked her score. She came home sobbing, saying her life was over. That's when I realized the polite way wasn't going to work. It was time to go nuclear. I didn't call the athletic board. I knew they'd just protect one of their own. Instead, I texted Julian. I told him I'd been thinking about his offer. I told him I was lonely and maybe I'd overreacted. He replied within 2 seconds. We agreed to meet at a high-end steakhouse downtown. I told him to bring the official score sheet so we could review them together in a more intimate setting. I showed up looking like $1,000,000. Julian was already there, looking smug, 2 martinis deep. He reached across the table, grabbed my hand, and whispered, "I knew you'd come around. I can change that score to a gold tonight if we head back to my place right now." I smiled, leaned in close, and said, "That's a very interesting offer, Julian. Why don't you tell that to the regional director?" I pointed to the booth directly behind him. Mrs. Gable, the head of the entire athletic association, stood up. She had my phone in her hand, and I'd been on a live speaker call with her the entire time. Julian's face went white. I mean, ghost white. He tried to stammer out an excuse, but Mrs. Gable just looked at him with pure ice in her eyes and said, "Pack your bags, Julian. You're done." Ava got her gold, and Julian, he's banned for life. Moral of the story, never ever mess with a mother's cub.
For more videos, subscribe now.